I'd say we live in interesting times right now. It's April 2020, and I thought I would show you an interesting product. Ever since this whole worldwide thing hit, everybody's been trying to figure out, how do I Zoom? How do I be at home? How do I set up my background? How do I do this? What microphone do I use and everything else? I found this interesting product from Saramonic that is trying to fill the need of people for that. Now, if you have big time audio recorders and you're using $500 or $600 XLR mics and you have studio setup or something, this video is probably not for you. If you want an all-in-one package to be able to help you with your corporate Zooming or Skyping or something like that, and maybe even live streaming, this would be definitely something to look into. Let's go check out this package and I'll show you what it comes with. Now, the first item in this package is this Pocket Pod. It's made by Benro. They're a pretty respectable name in tripods and various pods. Let's see what this thing includes in the package. This is a phone holder. Little mini tripod here. This is not a cheap little tripod. It's metal. Yeah, I like that. It doesn't have the little tiny turn things on it. You can just put it on there, lock this down, and it's tight. Little tripod-y thing, which is great. That's not bad. It's very smart of them to include something from Benro in this package. Let's look at the next thing. Next, in case you don't like that little plasticky thing, they've included a little smartphone clamp. Oh yeah, this is way better. This is all metal. You just unscrew this and you throw your phone in there. Looks like there's a 1/4-20 here. Looks like it has a hot shoe mount thing here. Let's set that aside for a minute. That's really cool. Nice touch. Next we have included, this is all one package, a wired computer headset. Obviously you can wear this, the headset. It does -20 hertz to 20 kilohertz, which is actually a really good range. Now we have the headphones. They're surprisingly soft padded. I don't know if you'd want to wear these for 6 hours, but who wants to be on a Skype or Zoom call for 6 hours? They flip in and out, which is a nice way to store them. And of course the adjustable thing that you can sit here and you can talk into it. This is a 3.5 millimeter, and that goes into this controller where you can control whether it's muted or not, whether you're speaking, and various volume controls, plus, minus, etc. What happens is you just plug this 3.5 millimeter into here, you plug your USB cable into your computer, and you're jamming. You got a headset, you got earphones, and it's all good. This is a really nice case. This is a Skyline 3. This is a messenger bag, which is included to keep all your stuff in. That keeps your stuff secure. You can see in here, we've got a front pocket, put in things, more pockets, keep all sorts of stuff in here. And of course, inside the bag, we have all sorts of pockets and things to put things in to be protected. This is a beautiful bag. I'd have no problem using this and carrying my stuff around with this. You just take all that other junk and you stick it in here and then you're good to go. Heck, I might even put my some of my cameras in here and use this instead of my silly old camera bag. And there's more. The next piece of product in this thing is the VMIC Mini from Saramonic. It looks much like the Rode one. We're going to test that out in a moment. Wind filter on the front of it. This is all metal. Very, very nice. Very nicely built. I hope it sounds good, because this thing's really cool. Just pops on here. This is a bit rubberized, and the reason for that is while it's sitting on something, if you didn't know this, you get shock waves or whatever through here, and since this moves around, it doesn't send it up through the mic, killing your sound. I have one cord here. Looks like an 1/8 inch. I guess you plug that in the back. Looks like they gave me 2 cords for this thing. That's awesome. Last but not least, I can't even fit it on this table. We have this backdrop. It's a 5x7 backdrop kit, and it includes the 5x7 backdrop, wrinkle-resistant backdrop. We'll be checking that out. An aluminum stand, which means it's going to be really light, and then a case with a carry bag with a strap. Pretty small. This all fits into the bag that it comes with. And it's nice light aluminum. You might think it's cheap. It's not. It's made to be light. And then of course the backdrop. Let's quickly set it up behind me in this studio and see what that looks like. Now normally people aren't going to have some sort of backdrop and all this stuff that I have going on here. This is what I do for a living, so it looks good. Normally you're going to be in your house, you're going to be at home, and you're going to have kids' toys all over the place, or in your office, or maybe there's stuff back there you don't want to see. And when you're in a meeting or you're in a sales call or you're the CEO of a company or something, especially if you're at home, you don't want everybody seeing all this junk behind you and everything else. So what you do is you just hang a simple backdrop, and that's what this 5x7 gray backdrop is for. Let's set it up and see what that looks like. Now, as you saw in the time lapse, it was really, really simple to set this thing up. It's light, it can be carried around, you throw it in the bag, you take it with you. I just threw this thing together behind me, and now I have a background behind me. Now, again, you're sitting there and you're on a sales call or you're on a meeting or you're on a Zoom call or a Skype call or maybe you're live streaming or whatever. You got all this junk in the background, especially for salespersons and executives and things like that. You don't want people's attention on all the junk in the background or whatever you happen to have back there. So you just set this thing up and you're all done, and their attention is over here, not on this straight gray background, which is why it's good to have the straight gray background. Now, you're probably seeing some shadows over here, up here, stuff like that. That's because I have this whole camera rig over here, view camera that I use for filming over here, like that. And you're not going to have these big rigs up here. It would just be normally a table and you wouldn't see all these shadows and things on there. Doing this stuff, you're not going to have this $600 microphone running into a $700 recorder, running into a $2,500 camcorder, etc., etc. You're probably going to end up like this with your laptop. Now, right now, that's the laptop audio. The laptop, it's recording the audio through the laptop, and it sounds terrible. You can hear the fans, you can hear everything else. Now, with these little things, you can monitor what's being said, and you can also talk. I want you to get the difference just between using these versus your laptop to talk into this. Now I'm using the headset, and not only it sounds like a ton better, beyond better than this laptop. You can't really hear all the fans and stuff going on, and I'm able to monitor and hear other people at the same time. What happens sometimes when you have a laptop and you have speakers or something and not headphones is it comes out of the speakers, it goes into the microphone, which goes through and comes out of the speakers and goes into the microphone, and you get that loopy-doopy thing. These are really, really not bad. They sound good, and they sound really good, this microphone. It actually surprises me. This is a great thing to include in this kit. Now, I wanted to show you another thing. Currently, I'm just sitting here with my iPad. It could be a phone or whatever. And I'm not going to show you. You know how to Skype or Zoom or whatever, but usually the audio on these is okay. What I wanted to do is show you, I've just taken the supplied little Benro pod and I've mounted this little Saramonic mic on this thing. Let's plug this in and see if there is actually an audio difference. Would you rather listen to this and someone talking in a meeting or whatever, or this? Now I'm talking with the microphone into the iPad. It's about maybe a foot away, just as much as the iPad was. It looks like the signal is a lot stronger, and I bet you it's a lot cleaner too. Certainly if you got this thing closer to your mouth, such as this, you'd probably get a better, deeper sound, but you don't want to overcook these things. And it's going to give me the cleanest sound when I'm talking. If I was sitting here with the iPad such as this, and I was doing a Zoom meeting or something, and I had the microphone next to the iPad doing the Zoom meeting, not only are they not going to see the microphone, but it's going to be a lot clearer and distinct. Again, salespeople, CEOs, executives, or anybody really live streaming that wants their audio to sound good on the other end, this is really nice. I like this package, which is why I asked Saramonic to send it to me, because I thought it was brilliant for people who just need one-stop shopping to grab the thing. There is a home base personal kit. That's everything you saw without the backdrop, and then the home base pro kit, which includes the backdrop. You get the backdrop, which I've already shown you, this awesome Tenba messenger bag, which is really cool. And then it's included the Benro pocket pod, which comes with this. And then you have the Saramonic all aluminum, very nice phone holder, the MPOW headset plus talking plus listening, surprisingly good headphones with control, and the Saramonic VMIC Mini, which is also surprising, with two cables, one with a 2-ring, that's called a TRS, and one with a 2-ring and a 3-ring, which is called a TRRS. That's what I would use for my iPad. It's April 2020. I'm not sure it's in a year from now if it's going to be a big savings, but right now I think if someone needs this thing and needs to just get a package and be able to up their game for corporate stuff or sales stuff or whatever, and they're working from home or their office is crappy or they just happen to be off in a hotel or something and want to do a nice Zoom or Skype or whatever you're using to connect up with other people, I think this is great. Simple setup, simple breakdown, put it all in the bag, carry it with you. I think there's a lot of value in this package for somebody who doesn't want to go out and spend forever hunting what type of headphones I need. I need a backdrop and I need a microphone. I need a this and I need a that. You can just buy this all in one package, the home version and then the pro version, depending on your needs, be able to set it up easy, be able to break it down easy. And if you're working from home and heck, even in an office and you're doing Zoom or Skype calls or something like that, I think this is ideal for that type of person. Again, if you're into high-end audio and you have a studio and you have these XLR mics and recorders and stuff like that, of course, this is not something you would buy unless you wanted to. It's for these other type of people who are trying to figure this all out and not have these terrible looking calls and client calls and stuff like that. Remember to check out all the courses over at Basic Filmmaker University. There are many that have been discounted heavily. That's going away soon. And there's also 6 free courses that are over there right now. They're free. And also there's an upcoming course that has to do with, well, you'll hear about that in the future. I'm not going to reveal that right now. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Wow, epic achievement. Happens like maybe once a year if I'm lucky, which is no outtakes, no blah, 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 no let's cut stuff out because I goofed up. Nothing funny at the end because, I had a light fall on my head or something like that. So I'm pretty good.